Hello. I am a mess, and you're wasting your time. Okay, so this summer I have only one homework, but it's a very long homework. This is the last day of summer. I feel like we haven't even had a summer. It's just been a few weekends, and nothing eventful or meaningful has actually happened. Oh yeah, I'm an insured learner now, so I can crash a car and not really get told off too badly. Okay, so the one homework we have is a drama homework. It's like 3 hours long, but it's gonna take me longer because I'm utterly pathetic. That's why I'm filming this at 10:40, because I know I will not actually start this homework till about 7, and I will not even get close to completing it until about midnight, 1 o'clock. Problem with this is I do not have any monster. Okay, so the reason I am doing this is because this is not the only homework that I have. Technically, there are a few books I have to read for English, none of which I actually have, other than Jane Eyre, which I should have read last year, and Hamlet, which is somewhere over there. I also need to do some research for my EPQ, which is basically a dissertation for people who aren't confident that they'll pass their A-levels. So they decide to extemporaneously pile on another chunk of work that they will inevitably procrastinate on and end up not actually bloody doing. I'll see if I could make that a series. EPQ Quandaries or something. I don't know. But, EPQ&A! I haven't done a Q&A in like 3 years. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, and the 5-year anniversary of the channel's coming up in... It's the 1st of September today, is it? No, it's the 2nd. You're so stupid, Luke. And I haven't got anything planned for it at all. I've been actually thinking about that all summer, if I would do something about it, and I have always arrived at the conclusion that no, I will not, because I'm lazy. And nobody really cares, do they? But yeah, EPQ, I'm writing a 6,000 word dissertation, which actually, for me, isn't dreadful, because I write books, and that's like the average chapter length, so I can do that fine. It's just finding the relevant research and wording it in a way that's not completely ridiculously bad, which is not my forte, surprisingly. I say surprisingly. I mean, it's everything I'm good at. I have a tiny little transformer here. Oh no! I think I might walk the dog today. I walked the dog yesterday, but I might walk them again today. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of research, a lot of reading. Not as bad as like university level, but still kind of a bit. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Oh, I'm so excited for year 13. It's gonna be so amazing. I'm so optimistic. I can't wait to have amazing laughs with my friends. A bit depressing. And learn things and revise for exams I'll inexplicably fail at despite revising for. Maybe one day I'll be successful at something. I finished writing the book, by which I mean I completely did not finish writing the book, and I've just completed the chapters. And now I have to go over it a million times until it's readable. And I've just got like a million other things to do, and mostly involving school. Most of it's just complete stress and anxiety for just all of the social shit that I'm just not emotionally ready to deal with. I'm sorry. I mean, can I just, like, stay in here with the metal and the Transformers and YouTube? If I lay here, like, if I just lay here, would you like... Nobody would ever lie with me. I was gonna buy a £3 meal deal from Tesco, which is basically my lifeline, and... Fuck, why do I look so fucking skinny? What the shit is this? I really, really, really need to do some workout. Like, this is... Wow, but I'm afraid to show my arms now. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna hide them under my bed My hands are gone now. I'd never had hands. Hands? What are you talking about? What is a hands? Are those disgusting human things you disgusting humans use with your human limbs and your human lives and your human friends? But yeah, I was gonna go to Tesco and get a £3 meal deal, but now I think I might pop over to Sainsbury's and get one of those big ass monster cans. I've inexplicably recovered a love for jelly, but I must put that aside. I must prioritise. If only I prioritised my spending on food and Transformers as well as I did my work, I could probably be an A student in something other than RS. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. I think I've spoken about my results on this channel before. I basically said, oh, well, I'm gonna fail media, I'm gonna drop that shit, and I'll probably fail everything else. Guess what? I fucking didn't. I really didn't. I actually did pretty damn well. I'm surprised at myself at how well I did. The biggest surprise though is that I got a bigger grade in RS than I did English, when I thought I did better in the English, but I probably didn't. I just felt like I had written more in the English. Probably means it was all complete waffle, which, yeah, it was. It was a Ted Hughes thing that ended up being about Lovecraft for some bloody reason. I've got a pile on the side of my bed, and if I just pull the book out, a lot of stuff's gonna fall and die. So I've got this book from H.P. Lovecraft that I've been trying to read for a long time. I think I've had this well over a year, and I've read 2 books from it, The Call of Cthulhu and The Shadow over Innsmouth, which are basically the only ones you should bother reading, but I want to read the whole thing. But there is one painful, daunting, monstrous book that I still have not finished, and that is it. It has taken me well over a year to read this. I've had this since February last year, and I didn't start reading it till June last year. It is now August this year. It is now September this year. Jesus Christ. And I am on page 966 out of 1166. I haven't read a single page all summer. Oh wait, yeah, I have. I've read like 10 pages this whole summer. I've just been addicted to YouTube and Grand Theft Auto. Games just come back to me in summer. There's been that Minecraft surge, and yeah, I had to build a life-size town in there, because what is a reality? This is something I'm very proud of, actually. I got the Platinum Trophy for Bloodborne, and I'm on New Game Plus 8, because it's fucking Bloodborne. Leave me alone, Dad. But also, I haven't read a single book. It's just been YouTube the entire summer. I've gone through like 2,000 songs, easily. And most of them are alright. I think I've got like a playlist of 230 out of those 2,000 songs now, and I've still got songs to go through before the playlist is finished, and it's really, I don't know if it's annoying, because most of the songs are really disappointing, and that kind of sours the entire event. On the other hand, I'm so enthusiastic about checking out new songs in that hope of finding that song that you just fall in love with, you know? But one thing that I really hate is that when you find that song that you fall in love with, and it's from this certain band, and you check out other songs from the band, and none of them are as good. Like, they're all completely thematically and tonally different, and, you know, there's still good parts of the songs, but they're not spectacular, you know? Oh, here's Hamlet. Here it is. Oh my god, my room is a mess. I've tipped like 3 other books. Dexter is no longer alive. Dexter is dead. Harry Potter is also dead. Lord of the Flies is well and truly deceased. And diseased, probably. I mean, the fucking flies are just like... Nope, the flies were a metaphor, Luke. Everything in that book was a metaphor. The plane crashing at the beginning was probably a metaphor. The island, not real, just a metaphor. The entirety of literature ever is a metaphor. And by extension, so are the authors. So is reality. Nothing is real. It's all a simulation. Calm the fuck down. Oh my god, I've got to rebuild the fucking pile. Actually, no, I'm going to take this Hamlet and neatly throw it over there. Oh yeah, I bought some new notebooks. These were really, really, really expensive. And I have no idea why. But I'm happy that they are, because... Oh, I can't even look at it. But, but my year 12 books were from Poundland and aren't in the best of shape. This is the only book that's in shape enough for me to identify. And this is the drama book. I don't know where it begins and when it ends. And I never actually finished this textbook. That's really a shame, because there's lots of pages here. Thing is, those pages are completely thin and dreadful and horrible and no. So just go over there and be forgotten. Oh. And hello to... I mean, this one was $2.50 because I started to run out of money. This one was, and these ones were like $6 or $7.99, I think. I'm going to evaluate these based on how much writing is going to be done in these. And I feel like if this is my philosophy book, it should get used the most, and therefore... And it looks the biggest, so it should hold out, hopefully. This can be the... Oh, fuck me. There's like no pages in this. Okay, so I may have made a mistake. This is not a book. This is a, I don't even have anything funny to say about that. That's just me, isn't it? Wow! Why didn't I notice that? I just, my god. Oh my fucking... That is tragic. Wow! Is there anything I won't fuck up? Okay, so I've got 2 books for tomorrow. And no fucking money for tomorrow. I'm gonna go get a fucking month. Okay, so that's one problem solved. And another. What was I on about? But yeah, I was gonna go over the book and the chapters. I have so many notes, it's probably going to take me a year just to find them all, but I wanted to work on the book over the summer, but basically I sent myself the wrong copy, because the greatest enemy to productivity is idiocy. I used to be so amazed by these things. It's like, oh my god, it's a massive monster, and it's got a sticker on it, and it's resealable, but... The resealable thing is kind of awkward to drink through. If you put a straw through it, you've ruined the entire thing. The sticker just becomes an annoyance after a while, because you get so many and you're like, oh, where do they go? And it doesn't really work that well. I've developed a very weird habit this summer that I always drink with a straw if it's an energy drink. Especially if it's a Monster, because the straw is green. Thing is, if I put the straw in, it ruins the... I just dropped that right into the drink, and yeah, that's not resealing again. But I've got a thing now. So I've got my 3 books, and I've got a place to store all of my 2 certificates from my entire life. So, I mean, things kind of turned out okay, in the sense that okay equates to me being nothing more than a chunk in everybody's wallet. Because I'm actually a televangelist! Now please buy... Fuck, I haven't got my Bible with me. Oh my god, I do have it with me! So please buy my holy Bible and I will give you $19.99 of fucking nothing. That's not how you do a southern accent! Whee! I'm gonna have so much fun editing this. Shitting fuck bitch. Shitting fuck bitch. I think tonight, as well as doing some work, I might actually devote a bit of time to reading it, because I really want to get to that orgy scene. But yeah, last year was a lot less lonely than this year, which is really weird, because I was really lonely last year. I can't wait for a hoisin duck wrap. I might just go to Tesco right fucking now and buy them. I can't even fucking buy one till Wednesday, because Tuesday is not even a proper day. It's just, we get there at 2:05 and decide what lesson we never want to see for the rest of our lives. Okay, can we just talk about how every change that was made for this year is completely ill-advised, illogical, and just the result of some very poor thinking skills. Whoever implemented these rules really should not be happy with themselves, because what is lunch at 1:30? I mean, who in their right mind thinks, oh yeah, what's a sensible, rational, normal time for normal people to have lunch? 12 o'clock? No, what are we? People who can afford lunch? No, let's make it a fucking 1:30. Because in the hour and a half that it takes us to learn absolutely nothing of importance, are we going to save up the money to be able to afford the crappy lunch at that pasta shack? And the phone ban! I can understand why they're doing it, but it just makes you look like a cunt! Okay, so no phones in the school grounds whatsoever. Okay, fuck you. Nobody's gonna follow that rule, and if you think we're gonna follow that rule, then you're stupider than the dumbest bully in learning support.
Chocolate.
What?
No, chocolate.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Oh my god, don't get your germs all over my fucking monster. What's wrong with you, buff? I love the brothers. They're great. Oh, well, I'm not going to get anything done in this video all this day, am I? Oh my god, I need a shave as well, because it gets to that point where it's really irritating because my skin's dry as fuck. Meme review. Oh my god, PewDiePie hit 100 million subscribers and got married and finished Minecraft, and I'm so proud of him. Like, if somebody's life can just come together like that, then, I mean, it's almost motivating, actually. It's like, if I stay alive long enough, maybe something like that will happen for me. Or maybe I've already had that moment and it's gone forever, because I ruined it. Woo! Wow, way to be an optimist. But that's, I know it's something as stupid as just a YouTube video, but it really does give you that kind of confidence boost, and that optimism, and that motivation, and that's why we fucking love YouTube. That's why you see people always watching YouTube on their phones. Oh yeah, phone ban! Yeah, that's why you don't get rid of a fucking phone ban, because you're going to completely destroy our motivation to do anything. The 6 hours that we have to be awake after school are not really enough to have a life. There's a lot of content on YouTube, and when you follow as many people as I do, obviously I should reevaluate my priorities, but also it's really fucking hard to watch all of those videos. I have to watch my YouTube videos at 150 to 175% speed just so I can get through all of them, which is really annoying on my Watch Later playlist, because then I have to take it back to regular speed whenever a music video comes up. And all these bloody ads on YouTube, there's like 2 per video now, and they're completely unskippable unless you have that bloody YouTube Premium thing, which I just cannot be bothered to buy. And my computer's quite slow, so the skip ad button kind of has a delay on it of like 5 seconds. So I'm experiencing 5 seconds more ad than everybody else on the planet. Okay, now, first world problems, children, are when you complain about having advertisements on a website that is not readily available to everybody, on technology that is not open to everybody. This year, I'm gonna have to really set a limit on how many Transformers I buy, but the thing is, there's so fucking many coming out. This is just becoming a Transformers talk show now, and that MP44 that's come out, the new Optimus Prime version 3 from Takara, it looks completely stunning. It looks exactly like something out of the cartoon that I never fucking watched. The price is the most ridiculous thing in history, other than Boris Johnson's election. Jake, come here.
Okay.
This is a Jake. It's very... Oh no, Xena, please get the doggo.
Out.
Oh yeah, it's a doggo. It's a doggo. Ah! This is a family video now. She's just... Get the dog out.
Okay, Xena, out. I'll water her treats.
No, Jake, just get her down. Look at this tail. His tail's like a fucking fan.
I'll get her out.
Bye. Have a great time. They didn't even close my door. They're supposed to knock before they enter, and then close the door behind them. That's all I ask of this family. Other than, please be happy with me, despite me not doing anything to contribute towards this appearance of me that I want to have, but don't. Oh look, there's my pink Ned Flanders shirt. Oh, I have to be Ned Flanders again. I was gonna do an Oakley Dokley cover last fucking year, but I didn't, because I was too depressed. This year, however, I'm even more... I mean, I don't know how this year could possibly be worse than last year, other than somehow every single aspect of this year is worse than last year's. I'm gonna go have hot chocolate now, even though I've got a monster, because my family's awesome. See ya. Fuck, how do I turn the camera off? Okay, so let's talk about Boris Johnson. I like to call him BJ because he sucks. Let me explain my reasoning. Not only is he a good friend of Jacob Rees-Mogg, who should really take a seat, dog, because Jacob Rees-Mogg is a bit of a really not smart dude. Okay, so he's a Catholic. I'm not going to hold his Catholic beliefs against him. However, I will hold his actual beliefs against him that he upholds under the guise of Catholicism when really he's just a bigot. Okay, he's against abortion. He's against gay marriage, which as a bisexual I'm 50% offended by. He tried to change some laws on English vocabulary, such as no ands after commas and things like that. But the main reason I hate him, not only because he backed Boris Johnson, he's a huge advocate for Brexit, which, can we just, okay, quick tangent, Brexit is a mess. We're not going to come to a proper deal. No matter what we do, they're still going to start taking money from us to those rich punks up there. We're still gonna suffer either way. Although, if we remain, we at least know things will stay roughly similar to how they were. Whereas if we leave, it's a minefield, most likely. But either way, we're screwed. And either way, they're going to profit. The only reason they're advocating for Brexit is because they know there's more money in it for them. And because a lot of people are racist and don't like immigrants. But, thing is, if we didn't have all this foreign stuff, what would our country be? We drive our Japanese cars and we eat our American food and we have our Saudi Arabian oil. England is not a country. England is a collection of other countries that we have tried to invade, and most of the time we've kind of not really succeeded, India. But yeah, Brexit it's probably just a distraction anyway. It's probably just, hey, let's drag this out as long as possible so we can set the sheep against each other. So you know, they're a little easier to control. You know, because it's easier to control small groups than like big groups. You know, so if you divide up the groups, then you know you can deal with them individually. Maybe you're just reading into it way too much. I sound like a conspiracy theorist, except even more annoying. So, Brexit is probably bad. Jacob Rees-Mogg is definitely bad, and Boris Johnson sucks. Oh yeah, and the main reason though, the number one reason I hate Jacob Rees-Mogg is because he stole my favourite word, and he used it in the House of Commons, which is unacceptable. Okay, so, you're wondering what word I'm saying. Okay, so, it might be a bit offensive to you, especially you small-minded people out there. But yeah, my favourite word is floxenosonihilipilification, because it is just the most ridiculously long word that actually means something and can be used in a sentence and not have it sound completely out of place. And Jacob Rees-Mogg stole my word from me, and he used it, and I refuse to have a word that I love be associated to conservative Catholic scum like him. The reason I hate Boris Johnson mostly is because he supports leaving, but also because he's just another rich cunt, isn't he? You know, he was born into privilege. He he was educated in flipping Eton, he's probably never had to worry about bills or taxes or anything like that in his entire life. How is somebody like him supposed to relate to somebody like us? How are they supposed to have our best interests at heart if he has never walked in our shoes? How is he supposed to tell the tailor what shoes to fit if he doesn't know our size? Terrible analogy. If you're going to elect some rich loser, at least get somebody who is not going to take more money from the poor and give it to the rich to make that rift, that divide even bigger. Like, okay, so controversial opinion, but it's kind of segregation. I'm going to pick this back up at like 10 o'clock when I've got all my homework prepared. And I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but yeah, I'll see you in like 8 hours. Bye. So it's the next day. I have not done any of my homework, but I have been back to school, and that was just a great load of anxiety and claustrophobia. I dropped media, and I dropped my EPQ as well. I decided I'm not going to have the willpower to do that. Although that was a right now decision as opposed to a overtime consideration decision. Although I will say that I did decide to do my EPQ impulsively, so why shouldn't I quit it the same way? It was introduced on the last term, on the first week of the last term, and then on the last week, I run over to the person who did the assembly and I'm like, oh, can I do this? And they're like, well, you are 6 weeks late, but sure, knock yourself out. So we had to do a project proposal, and mine was kind of meh, and I've decided that I really wouldn't be able to write an entire chapter's worth on the Sylvia Plath effect. Look that up, it's really interesting. That's all I can really say about it. So how do you expect me to write 6,000 words on it? I may have just doomed my entire future by dropping the EPQ, but right now I don't care. I'll care later on when I realise what a stupid decision it was. But right now I'm too tired and just not really with it. So I'll do the homework tonight. In fact, I can probably do it tomorrow because our new timetable says that I've got a quadruple independent study. So, yeah. Sounds exhausting in how much nothing I'll be doing. It's 3:52 right now. And I'll probably message you again at like 9 o'clock when I decide to maybe sit down and do some research on this drama practitioner called Burkoff. And then I'll have to organise my bag for the day. One thing that's really nice about having so many independents in that day is that I only have to pack one book and I don't have to have all that crushing weight on my back for the entire week. It's beautiful. I'm out of Monster. I'll see you later. So, it is 2 days later. I have done the homework, but I did it at school, on the computer. Nothing's late. I've got 2 homeworks for this weekend. Maybe I'll do another episode then, but today is the 5-year anniversary of my channel, and I was thinking of doing an entire video, but the day completely crept up on me, so I might just upload this, which will probably take forever, so, and might not even actually get uploaded. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like it, and if you subscribed, then you're decent, I guess. So I say bye, the props say bye. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson says bye, and I shall see yo bitch ass in the next episode. Bye bye.